Hey guys, this is Satyajit Pattnaik, and in this video we shall be learning about one of the use cases, and we will see how are we implementing this use case using Tableau. This project can be served as an end-to-end Tableau project. In case you want to do this in Power BI, you can also do this. So in short, this project is going to be focused on Tableau, but you can also use it for any other BI tools or any other EDA tools. We will mainly be focusing on multiple things. As this is an end-to-end data analytics project, we are focusing on multiple things. Business understanding, how are we scraping the data, what is the data source, then what all insights are we getting, like exploratory data analysis. Are we going to dump the data into some databases? In this particular project, we will be using MySQL database. And last but not the least, I will be using some of the BI tools, especially Tableau in this particular project, to extract data from SQL database and do some visualization. So let's get started with this presentation. The topic of this project is going to be HR project. We are going to create some HR and jobs dashboard. Okay, so let's go ahead and learn about the business understanding, because be it a data analytics or a data science project, business understanding is must. In case you are not able to understand the business, you are not able to understand the problem statement, it will be very difficult for a data analytics or a BI analytics to deal with this use case. So this is the overall content which we will be talking about. We will be learning about the project, about the data, where is the data coming from, insights to find, what are the objectives and insights that are to be found out, what are the different steps for EDA and cleaning data. So EDA, I have two different versions. I will definitely be showing you the Python part, but I will also show you how to perform EDA on SQL and directly on Tableau without the help of Python. What is EDA? I hope everybody knows about EDA. Various steps used for data cleaning and EDA process. What is EDA? Exploratory data analysis. Then comes visual analytics. What is it? Different visuals and summaries to understand your data well. What are the different key findings are we getting from this particular project? Insights we found out according to various questions. And finally, we will be creating a dashboard. So I will be letting you know, I will be explaining you how and what should be the strategy in a dashboard creation. So let's get started with the first topic, which is about the project. Very first and the foremost thing is to understand the project. This is a HR and jobs dashboard. Well, if I listen to these words, I might think about, oh, are we doing some sort of jobs related dashboards? Where are we scraping the data from? Do we have existing data? A lot of questions will come to my mind. So, about this project, every company has a HR department, great, which deals with various recruitment and placement related work for the company. Here in this project, we have a huge data set in from which we are going to extract insights which can be useful for HR department to work on and to gain knowledge about the recruitment process of the market. We have extracted many different insights which we will observe further in this project. I'll take a pause here. I'll just quickly tell that this is not a demo project. This is a real life project. Exact this thing we have implemented in one of my edutechs where I'm currently working with. However, the data provided is a mock-up data, but it will give you a feeling of an end-to-end real-time use case. Okay, talking more about the project is very simple. We are scraping data. Jobs related data are being scraped from various websites. Just imagine we have websites like Naukri, Indeed, LinkedIn, various other portals where jobs are getting populated by various companies. Simply, what we are doing here is we are scraping from multiple sources, and using that data, we are creating some job profiles. We are creating what is the target, what is the market target, how many jobs do we have in the market, which area to focus more on, do we have more jobs in data science or in machine learning or in BI or somewhere else. Okay, so the data set is about the job details data for data analytics industry. The companies in the data set are Hong Kong based companies. So we have basically scraped the data from various job portals like JobsDB, like City Good Jobs. So these are some of the Hong Kong based job portals. In case you want to do it for yourself, or else you want to do it for Indian companies, you can scrape it from indeed.com, naukri.com. Now in this project, let me clear you something, that I'm not going to explain the data scraping part, because data scraping is not a part of data analytics. It's a separate skill which you need to master. You can definitely go ahead and check, a lot of blogs are there, a lot of tutorials are there on data scraping. Okay, in this particular project, as a deliverable, I will also be giving you the data. How have we scraped the data? I will not be able to show you that, sorry for that. So as we have the data consists of various job descriptions for various analytics job roles like data scientist, data analyst, BI, machine learning engineer, and so on. The dashboard made at the end is the HR team of a company. That means the dashboard which is made is going to be used by the HR team and the career advisor teams. The dataset has 6 different datasets for different days, which was combined to make a final dataset. It is a huge dataset with many columns and attributes. So, talking more about the dataset, what we had done is we had scraped multiple job roles like data science, software engineering, and UI UX. In this particular project, I will be showing you more on the data science and UI UX jobs, and you can use the same concepts for extending it to software engineering as well. Let me quickly show you the data, give you a quick glimpse of the data. So these are my data. The initial data was in a SQL format. Basically, you can, what I had done is I have done the data scraping. I have embedded, or imported the data into my database. From there, I had exported the data, and I'm going to give you as a deliverable. So you will be getting some SQL files. The first thing what you need to do is you need to put that data into your local database. So it is recommended you install MySQL Workbench and MySQL Server so that you can use the data which I will be providing. And once your data is loaded, you can use your job MS database. And these are the 3 different tables that we have. We will mainly be focusing on the data science part, which is consolidated underscore search underscore DS. And this is how the table looks like. I have job titles, company, area, employer email, employer contact number, salary, lower range. So a lot of things are there, and a lot of EDA exercises will be done, because I can see that there are so many issues with the data. You can see years of experience. Some of them have -1. Why? Could be because of multiple reasons. While data scraping, it has not scraped it properly, or else there might be no information. That is the reason it is coming as -1. So there could be multiple reasons for that. Okay, so the first step is business understanding. I hope you understood the business. I hope you understood the data. The second step is importing the data into your database. That means whatever data I'm providing you, treat me as your client and put that data into your database. Simple. Once you have the data into the database, then you can easily connect your database through Python, through Tableau, through Power BI, whatever it is, and you can connect the data and then start doing your EDA. Going back to the details of the data set, we have job title, company, salary, job description, career level. These many columns are there. Apart from that, we have qualification, years of experience, job type, company website, industry, search term, date posted, and date script. These are the 13 different columns that we have. Okay, what are the insights to be found? This is a business question which you as a data analyst or as a business analyst should ask your managers or your clients. In case you are working on a team where you are a junior developer or a junior data scientist, you can ask your seniors. So these are the insights to be found. What are the total number of jobs available? What are the total number of companies providing jobs? What are the total jobs for various domains? What are various career level and its distribution across various jobs? What are the distribution of jobs across various analytics fields? And so on. As I told you, I'm focusing more on data science. Okay, going back to the data sets, going back to the data, I have three data science, software engineering, and UI UX. I'm going to create a dashboard where there will be information about data science and software engineering. But from the project's point of view, for explanation point of view, I'm going to focus more on the data science part. Okay, because if I start talking about software engineering, UI UX, if I start talking about each and every insight, this video probably can end up to like 4 hours or 5 hours. Let's not do that. Let's try to understand the basics to intermediate level, to a certain level where you can actually take a handover from me and then go ahead with your further analysis. Okay, what are the different steps for cleaning the data? We have performed a lot of steps. Removing lower salary range, which I showed you, -1, and upper salary range, removing data source column, removing null values and errors, missing values. So these are some common things. This is a very common thing to deal with. Any EDA data set, any data analysis work which you start with, these are the things which you should take care. Changing data type of years of experience, changing data type of date columns, these were the changes that were done. And various replacing values were also done. Replacing values in experience column where we have a value of -1, we have imputed it as 0. Replacing value in qualification column, job type, and so on. Creating data table using M language. Here we have used M language. This is basically in Power BI, but as we are talking about the Tableau part, we will be using some Python scripts to convert the data into our desired format. I'll be skipping this part, and we will start talking about the visual analytics. What are the different insights? Okay, so far so good. Let's go ahead to the Python code where we have done some insight gathering. Well, this goes as a deliverable as well. So here I have imported all these libraries. Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, some sklearn libraries. I'm not sure if I'm using it or not. Okay, maybe it's a copy paste error. I usually copy paste my codes. I like to reuse my code, simple. So just ignore these libraries if they are not used, but let's get started with it. Here I have created my first connection. Okay, I'm not going to read the data set. So this was done by one of my students, so I haven't changed anything, but I'll not be able to run each and every code, but all the code outputs are already on the screen. So I'll show you quickly. So everybody is ready. Everybody is aware that the data is already imported. So simply, in case you haven't imported the data, you can simply do a data import, select my SQL file, import from which folder, select my SQL file, and start importing. Okay, data importing is a very simple step. Once you have imported the data, then you can use your existing database, and then you can start having the start using the select queries to fetch the data. Simple. Once you already have the data into the MySQL database, then you can easily do pymysql.connect to connect to the database. So here our main exercise is to perform EDA. In some companies, we use these connections to connect to the database, fetch the data, or else another good technique is going to be export the data. Simply click on export data, download the data into the .csv format, and then start with your analysis. Up to you. So here I am using PyMySQL database, PyMySQL library to connect the data. And then I'm doing pd.read SQL query. I'm selecting select star from consolidated search database using this DB connection. This is my data frame. I have so many information. So once you're able to read the data frame, that means you're able to create the connection and you're able to read the SQL queries as well. Simple. Going forward, initial insights is I have 3211 records for data science. That means 3211 data science jobs. Simple. Here I have created multiple methods for printing the details of the data frame, for printing the values in column, for printing some dropping duplicates, function for plotting bar graph for each column of the data frame. So everything has been created. That means I'm creating all these functions beforehand so that I can easily call them. Okay, don't get frightened with the Python codes. These Python codes can be reused as per your EDA process. Or else, if you don't find Python convincing enough or good enough for you, you can probably do the same things in SQL and in Tableau as well. Okay, could be a little bit time taking, but yeah. Then plotting columns, then box plot variable, box plot mult function for plotting box plot for each numerical column with respect to specified columns. And here I have started calling my duplicate method. Data frame doesn't contain duplicate values. That means there are no duplicate values, so everything is all right. How much time did it take? 32.9 milliseconds. Details of data frame. You can see these are the different details. So I'm able to see the shape of the data frame, the info of the data frame, and various statistical information. Why? Because if you go to this details method, you can see I'm printing the data frame dot shape, I'm printing the describe, I'm printing the is null, all these things I'm printing the info. So all these things I'm doing. Nothing fancy. The same thing you can do it manually. I have just created a separate method for that. Values in column, you can see if I run these values in column, count of each unique value, not specified, all these are the information. Basic information is being printed here. If I scroll down, basic EDA steps has been done, and these are my different interpretations. Number of companies, something like this. Number of industries, 51. Number of job types, 41. Number of total entry jobs, middle level jobs, senior level jobs. You can see the initial insight is that entry level jobs, there are so many jobs. So many jobs in Hong Kong for entry level. That means there is a good scope of data science and analytics. People can get started with this. Okay. Total data scientist jobs, total data analyst jobs, total BI jobs. So very clearly data scientist jobs are too much. Data engineering jobs 55. Okay. These numbers can drastically change from Hong Kong to India, depends upon the data which you are dealing with. But as we are going through this end-to-end project, I hope you are on the right track and you are understanding the project. Here I'm doing a career level related pie chart where it basically shows that more number of jobs are from the entry level jobs, and then middle level, and then senior level. Search term value counts. Data scientist has more search term, data analyst second highest, BI, data engineer, and ML engineer. Similarly, all these things are plotted. Years of experience. You can see 0 years of experience has highest jobs. That means freshers out there have good amount of opportunities in Hong Kong. Salary, upper salary range. So these are some insights which has been done on Python. You can definitely go through this particular file to get more idea about it. Trust me, it's not rocket science. Very simple piece of code that has been written and everything has been explained so well. So after your EDA has been done, I started capturing these results in my PPT file. Okay. And to be very honest, this presentation is created by one of my students. So uh, A lot of thanks to Jay Charole. He is the creator of this PPT, and you can see a very well done PPT. I liked it. Summary of data: total number of jobs, this many; total companies, this many; total industries, this many. So these many things can be get from, you can get this data from Python, or else you can directly get it from SQL database as well, right? If you want to see total count star, if I run this, 3211. Total companies, count of company, distinct count. Let's see company. Okay, if I run this, okay, distinct count of company is not working. Let's try to do this way. Let's try to use Tableau for this one. Company. Okay, maybe companies are not distinct. Well, I think the companies are distinct in a way. Okay, there are some Chinese names as well. So okay, let's do this way. uh, Distinct company, how many do we have? Count star from consolidated search ds, where company in, oh, this shouldn't work. Well, in Tableau it's super simple. I am little bit down with, okay, let's try to create a Tableau dashboard. Well, in Python it's super simple to calculate the distinct count. I'm struggling a little bit on the SQL part, but it should be okay. You can see how to connect your Tableau to your MySQL database. You can pass your localhost, pass your port, pass your database root, username and password, sign in. Once you have signed in, you can see there are three different tables which is visible here. Okay, simply I'm just using the data science one, sheet one, and I'll simply go to company, and then I will click on text, I will click on measure, click on distinct count. You can see these many companies we do have. Okay, similarly, let's say I want to find the job titles. Job title text, I will change it to measure, change it to count. So 3211. And what else do we have? Total industry. Total industry, how many do we have? Industry, same. For industry I will be doing distinct count, so 51 industries. So these numbers are kind of matching. Okay, so we can do these things in SQL databases as well. Okay, what are different summary data? Total career level, there are three career levels. How you can check that? You can check that here. How many career levels do we have? Career levels are three. Okay, distinct career level, and we have three career levels: entry, senior and middle. Similarly, we have five analytics field like data science, analytics, BI, machine learning engineer, and something else was also there. Total job types. So these numbers might vary because the time when we have created this presentation, I think there is a minute changes in the database, in the data. So there might be some changes. So this is a overall, but you're getting this point that this is how you should create a presentation. This is how a end-to-end data analytics project looks like. Your project has to be done in your tool, and then your PPT has to be created, which is presentable to your management team or your senior managers or to your client, something like that. Company and domain with highest number of jobs. These are the top 5 companies and total jobs. Let's try to get that total companies. I keep forgetting the column names. Companies, company, and I will do count star group by company. Okay, order by count star desk. Okay, so if I run this, you can see IT Solutions Limited has 43. So we can probably edit these things. As I told you, the numbers might not, you know, might not match properly. IT Solutions Limited. And then we have Robert Walters, which is 40. This somehow is matching. Hong Kong, it. Hong Kong applied something something 37. Manpower Services 31 and 29. What is that? Pinpoint Asia Limited. Okay, so these are the top 5 companies and total jobs. So insights are pretty much simple. You just have to do a group by query. In case you want to do it in Tableau, you can also do it very easily. Simply get your company details in your column. What you're doing is getting the distinct values. Let's say you want to find the count distinct, and okay, my bad. Okay, why it is showing me as distinct count as 1 company? Yes, these are the different companies. And job title, these are the, yeah, now you can see if I just change it to a graph, this is how it looks like. If I just do this, okay, now this is how your things are done, and you can simply add this thing to your label as well. Okay, my bad. Let's do this way. I will add it to the label. Done. So IT Solutions are 43, Robert Walters 40. So Insight Gathering are very simple. You can do it in your Python, in Tableau, in SQL, whatever it is. Career level, there are 3 different career levels: entry levels, middle levels, and senior levels. We will be deep diving into the career levels as well. Again, this percentage might change a little bit, so don't worry about the percentage. You can simply plot this graph using another sheet, which was this one, senior, non-senior was company. No, I keep forgetting the column names. Senior, non-senior, career level. Okay, career level. We will have job title, distinct. You can see for entry it is 1100 something, for mid level it is 800 something, and senior it is this one. How to get it here in your SQL database? Very simple. Career level and count star, and then group by this, group by career level, and order by count. You can see simple: entry level, mid level, and senior level. So all these things are very simple. Okay, this is data science, right? Why it is showing as entry is 1328 here? Why there is a mismatch in the numbers? Job database, career level, job title. Okay, 116. Somehow seems to be some problem here. 1328 28 plus 1000 plus 883, 3211. Something is wrong here. What is wrong here? Hmm. For career level, the total count. Okay, why am I doing distinct count then? Career level and job title. I shouldn't do distinct count. I should simply do count. Yeah, now it is matching. My bad, I was doing a distinct count. I don't know why. So you can see the numbers are matching. Entry level has more jobs as compared to middle and then senior jobs. Moving back to the slides, percentage wise, you can do the comparison percentage. I think the graph will vary a little bit. Let me just draw a pie chart. We'll change it to entire view and just add the count in the label. Okay, and then instead of this one circles, now we will have percentage. I think that should be enough. We will just simply use this one instead of this one. I will also have the career level as the level. Career level. Okay, simple, done. Okay, let me just save this and we will change it here. Okay, sorry for updating the project on the go. You can change these figures as well. Okay, all these figures can be changed. Well, these are very cosmetic issues which should not be a lot of bother to you all. Total entry level jobs are 1847. Total middle level jobs are this, senior level jobs are this. These are various insights. Which companies are having for them, like more number of companies for entry level, more companies for mid level and senior level. These are the 5 different analytics field, and this is how the distribution of different levels. Now we will compare this graph with our Tableau. We'll create another sheet which will be having the an entire project being explained in 1 or 2 hours is super hectic, but still I'm trying to do that. So what is that? Okay, data scientist, search terms. This should be search terms. Search term. We'll do count star, group by search term, order by count star desk. Okay, if I run this, now you can see these are the different jobs for data science, for data analytics, for BI, for data engineering, and for machine learning engineer. Okay, and you can see from the above graph we can observe that the data scientist has higher number of jobs roles with so many jobs, and machine learning has the lowest with so many jobs. These are your basic insights from this data. Similarly, company wise insights. XYZ company is the highest job opening in data science role. Let's try to check the results. Which company is having the highest role, highest jobs in data science role? So how can we find that? Simply, this is our table. We will first try to do a filter on our search term. Search term equals to data scientist. Okay, so this basically gives me the list of all my data scientist related jobs. In this, I'm trying to find which company has the highest number of job openings. How can we do that? Simply, I will do company. It's all about group by, simple. And then group by company, and then order by count star desk. It's very simple piece of code in SQL. In case you want to do it in your Tableau, fine, no problem, right? You can simply do using your Tableau as well. Let's try to do this on Tableau. You want to find the company count, company in my columns, company in my rows. I will change it to measure. Sorry, I'll change it to measure. I'll change it to count. And then where search term equals to data scientist. Search term equals to data scientist. Okay. And now I just sort it. Done. So IT Solutions Limited 37. As per SQL, IT Solutions 37. Validated. Everything is fine. So be it Tableau or SQL, everything is fine. Now simply you can populate all your things like this. Similarly, Perso Kelly Hong Kong is the highest in data analytics. How can we validate that? Simply copy paste this code and change it to data analyst. Run this. Okay, so my PPT might be having mistake, as I told you that. Okay, what's wrong? We'll write it Pro TV Hong Kong. So all these things are done. Pro TV Hong Kong is the highest in data analytics role. How can we validate using Tableau? Simply I will use the same, just change it to data scientist to data analyst. Okay, you can see Pro TV Hong Kong 12. Okay, so many industries has only single job requirement in data engineering. Many industries has single job for business intelligence and machine learning. Now, domain wise insights. Information technology domain is the highest, which has 625 openings in data science. Let's try to check that. Which domain has the highest? For data scientist, which domain? What is domain? Which column is domain? We don't know. As I told you, it's very confusing for me as well. Domain, domain, domain. Industry. Industry is domain. So I will do industry. Industry. Done. Information has highest 625. Simple. 625. Human resources has highest for data analytics. Copy paste and then run this. Human resources has highest, which is 137. Information technology has highest for data engineering. I'll copy paste this code and I will change it to data engineer and then run this code. So IT, more number of data engineering opportunities are in IT domain. Similarly, more number of machine learning jobs are also in IT. More number of business intelligence job roles are in human resources or consultancy, which basically means if you look at this particular sheet, most of the requirement is in IT or human resources or consultancy. That means many people are looking out for jobs in IT industries and in the consultancy, maybe data analytics consultant or data scientist or data science consultant. These are again some insights. Data science has 1033 entry level jobs. We'll try to see that. Okay. Select star from table name for entry level, which is the column career level. Okay. Career level. Career level. Okay. Simply run this code. Okay. I have to change it to data scientist. Run this code. Entry level has 1033 jobs. Data analyst has 204 entry level jobs. Data analyst has 204 entry level jobs. So I'm okay, 204. Okay, 204, my bad. As I told you, the numbers might change a little bit. You have to you don't have to compare these numbers with your actual results. Instead of that, you have to run them and then fill your PPT. It should be the other way around. As I have already done this use case, I'm just explaining you from the PPT itself. Machine learning has 8 entry level jobs. We'll check that. Machine learning engineer. Okay, and then I'll run this. Oh, machine learning engineer has no jobs. That should be weird. Sorry, select star from, okay. Okay, that means I have typed learning. It's not learning. Okay, so if I run this, middle level jobs has 8 entry level jobs, which is correct. Business intelligence has 51 entry level jobs. Business intelligence. All these things are pretty easy to do it in Tableau. You can do it in Tableau, you can do it in Power BI, you can do it in SQL, whatever it is. Data analytics project has to be like this. Business understanding, data capturing, data population in your databases, which might not be your task. In real life industries, there are database teams as well, which inserts data. Your task is to fetch data from the database and then do your analysis and then the reporting work. Entry level insights, middle level insights, and senior level insights. You can cross check these things. Required qualification. This insight basically tells that degree is very much required. From the above visual, we can observe that more companies require a degree for various roles. These were the key insights. I will leave this to you, and this is how the dashboard is created. Now, before going ahead with the thank you part, I will show you how to create the dashboards. Simple. Now, data understanding is done. Insight gathering is done. Our next task is dashboard. So the strategy behind dashboard is pretty simple. This is my strategy. Again, many people have different other strategies. So what I usually do is I take pen and paper and start creating a rough report or a rough dashboard. Let's say I start creating a dashboard like this. This is how I need the dashboard. Of course, I will take n number of feedbacks from my peers, from my managers to make it look even more better. But this is my initial insight. This is my initial idea. I will have my headline here, the heading. For this particular project, what I will plan is I will plan to provide the most important information here. Let's say total number of jobs, total number of companies, and total number of industries. Simple. And maybe I'll add a image here, and here I will give two links. One will be for data science and one will be for UI UX and one will be for software engineering. This is my initial idea about the home page. So based on this idea, I will start creating my image. You can see if I go to my all of my designs, I have already created a dashboard image. And this image I'm going to use as a background, dashboard background. You can see it's very simple. I have just created a color, like I have created a background. On top of that, I have added an image, and here I have given two boxes. Okay, and here, let's say here I will have total population, that means total number of jobs, and here total number of companies. You can also add one more to find the total number of industries. Up to you. As I told you, it's all up to your creativity level. Okay, and then I will just copy paste it. Will move it further so that down I can have some space for some other page navigations. And let's say I want to do it for total number of industries. Let's say I start searching about industry. I need a black and white. Okay, let's say doesn't look good. Industries. Come on, give me an icon relevant to our use case. Not like, okay, let's not waste time and use this one. So I'll just change my color to white. I use Canva mostly for anything, any kind of photo editing and stuff. I use Canva. Now let's say this is my image, my home page. Simple. Save it, download it. I'll download it as a PNG file. Done. Then I'll go back to my Tableau. I start creating a dashboard. Of course, for each and every sheet that you have created, rename it so that you know what exactly is this. Let's say total companies, right? Total jobs, right? Total industries, right? And so on. This is job title versus company, something like that. Rename all your sheets and then create your dashboard. The first task is change it to automatic, and then add an image, choose, and then I'll go to my downloads and I'll click on my home page. I'll click on fit and then click on OK. Tantana, my dashboard is ready. So my dashboard is ready. Immediately what I'll do is I'll start using this. Okay, I'll make it floating so that I can add these numbers here. This is my total companies. Okay, total companies is here. I'll just right click, hide my title. Okay, here I'll click on format, go to my formatting window and change it to 28. Change my, okay, let it be. Okay, so you can see there is a problem here. The problem is the background is white and the text is in black. I want the background as the same background like this style, and the text should be white. So I'll simply click on format. Okay, without formatting, I can simply go to this shading option, go to worksheet and do none. Now my background is transparent, which makes sense. Now I want to change it to white color. Do formatting, click on here, go to this text, done. Now you have this number. If you want to do further formatting, instead of Tableau book you want Tableau bold, all these are cosmetic changes, do it. Similarly, I will also drag total number of jobs here. I'll do the same thing, hide my title, go to my formatting, shading, worksheet, none, done. And then again formatting, Tableau, change it to Tableau bold, and then 28, make it white, done, 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 done. So let me just do this, done. Let me just take it a little bit down. Looks good. Okay, looks good. Now I'll do the same thing for industries. I'll right click, hide my title, click on this format shading, none, and then right click. Where is this? Right click, format, Tableau book instead of Tableau bold, and then 28, then white. Done. And then drag it here. Simple, very simple things, very simple concept. Now what? Text is missing, so I will add my text. I'll go to this one, and always add all these things as a floating object because you already have an image as a tiled object. So always do a floating object. Then I'll double click on this text, Tableau bold. I'll change the font to 26, and then I'll make it total jobs. Change it to white. Okay. Okay, now this looks like a problem. Instead of 26, I'll make it 22. Kind of okay. No, doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. So I'll make it 20. Now it looks good, right? Similarly, I will do it for other things. Tableau bold, 20, white, and then total companies. Do the same thing, total companies. This is where the problem is. It's not fitting in. So let's change it. It's okay. And then we'll do the same thing for total industries selected, change it to bold, 20, my bad, change it to white, I think it will be even bigger, so I will change it to 16 by default. Looks decent. Looks decent. See, if you think this image has been done incorrectly, always go back, change this font, up to you, and then again download it and then again use it as a background image. All these things are in a hit and trial method, but I'll not do these things again and again so that we can save our time. I will change everything to 15 so that everything is intact and follows a pattern. Total jobs. Now it looks better. Okay, now everything is done. My home page is done. Similarly, I will also go ahead to another design where I have designed my summary statistics. Okay, similarly, I have my summary statistics and I have also designed a page like this where I will show the same information like companies, total number of jobs, total number of companies, total number of industries, and some visualizations. Okay, something like that. So now I will just create another dashboard. Let's say I will name it as home. I will create another dashboard. I will name it as summary, data science summary, DS summary. Okay, here I will be using this image. So let me just download it. Download it. Okay, automatic, tiled, image, choose, image 4, fit image. Okay, done. Now here I will be adding the same things. Okay, so what else? Let's say we are plotting some graphs. You can add these graphs. Let's say you want to add this sheet 5 here. Oh, I'll be adding it as a float. Let's say I'm adding it as float, changing it to something like this. Go to format, shading, none, and again change this format. Go to this, go to this. Okay, something like this, right? And in case you want to go to this one, okay, let's just not change the sheet name. This is this is what is this? Career level, career level distribution. Okay, change it to white color, make it center, make it bold, looks good. And here go to format, shading, none, and again these numbers, make it white. Here make it white. Okay, and just change this one. And similarly you create multiple other charts. Okay, I'll show you the end-to-end dashboard so that you get to know about it. So I will be creating some insights and then I will be adding those charts here. So right now adding charts is not a big deal. As I told you, we will be adding these charts only, right? Whatever these things, we will be adding it. So how to add page navigation? Let me just save this. So HR project. Okay, how to do page navigation? Simply go to your home page. Let's say from your home page you want to give a button so that the users can go to the next page. Simply you can see as a floating element, click on navigation. Once this navigation is done, this navigation is popped up. Double click on this, change your background. In case you don't need your background, you change it. Let's say let me just use the same background with some opacity, and then I give a border, yes, like this. Navigate to what? Navigate to DS summary. Title what? I will give it as data science summary. Okay, done. You can see a navigation has been created. Similarly, my bad. Similarly, you can also create some other navigations like this for data science summary, for for UI UX summary, for UI UX statistics, something like that. Okay, let's say one more. This up to you. I mean, of course, you have to change these things to blue, make it 50, change your border. Okay. Oh, why it's not? Summary statistics. Okay. And similarly, you change all the other tabs. I hope you get an initial idea about all these things. So I will not be able to show you each and every page that I'm going to create, but I will show you the direct end-to-end dashboard, which will be a deliverable for this particular project. You can go through this project and understand more about it. So you can see this is your home page where you have number of job titles, number of companies. There are four options here: data science visuals, data science statistics, UI UX visuals, UI UX statistics. If you so statistics, okay. So how to click on this? In Tableau it's alt click. In Power BI it's control click. So if you go to alt click, this is how the data science visuals looks like, right? If you go back to the page, data science statistics, it gives you a whole statistics, total jobs, total job types, total companies, total domains, entry level jobs, middle level jobs, senior level jobs, data science jobs, data analyst jobs. So this comes as a dashboard, comes as a deliverable to your HR team, to your career advisor team, who can directly get a lot of information from this dashboard without going through a lot of queries like this, right? And this is one of the end-to-end projects. Similarly, we'll also show you for UI UX and for UI UX statistics. And similarly, you can also create for software engineering. So this can be taken into consideration. You can have 6 different buttons. So whenever you create a dashboard, be it Tableau, be it Power BI, be it Excel, anything, always try to make a website look. It should have a home page. From your home page, you could do page navigations to various pages. In various pages also, you can do a back button where you can click on that and you can simply go to the back page. All these things can definitely help you out. Let's say I will create a page navigation here. My bad. I will create a floating page navigation. Let's say here. Okay. I will create a page navigation here. Navigate to home page, back. And let's say I will change it to this one. Opacity will be 50. Okay. Okay. Simply. Okay. You can also add a arrow mark or an image as well. So nothing fancy. You can simply click on image and then you can also do a page navigation there. Click on this and you are back to your home page. All these things are possible. So this is an end-to-end Tableau project. I hope you enjoyed it. The same thing can also be applicable for Power BI, for other tools. I hope you enjoyed this project, which was basically from scratch till the end. Data analysis, how the data scraping works. Of course, I give you an idea of data scraping. I couldn't show you the code, but we showed you how the databases are captured, how the data is captured, how we read the files. So this is termed as an end-to-end data analytics project. And from your data analytics team, whatever insights you get, for this one, let's say for this one, there are a not huge amount of insights. This is just a, I would say intermediate level of project, but there are some cases where your data analytics insights goes as a deliverable to the data science team, and then the data science team and the machine learning team builds some sort of predictive analytics model. That could be one of the scenarios as well, but not necessarily all the Tableau projects leads to a data science project. Some of them do, some of them don't. But treat this as an end-to-end project. Write this project in your resume, and I'm pretty much sure you will have a very good, success ratio in the market. That's it for this particular video. That's it for this particular project. We'll come back with some other project ideas in our upcoming videos. Thank you.